Hey guys, it is Rayshawn here, and this is my first YouTube video to my journey to learning how to use makeup. First, I'm going in with the e.l.f. face primer, the Poreless face primer, and it feels like silk against your skin. I only use it in the center of my face. I damped my beauty blender, and I got my LA Pro powder prepared. Taking the tape off of that thing, well, the seal off of that thing was a struggle. Had to shake it up. And she's about to drop and be clumsy. 5, 4, 3. Yeah. And here's the introduction to the powdered donut. I don't know why I used so much and used it all over my face. That's not what I was supposed to do. I don't know why I did that, but I'm learning from my mistakes. I had to dust off some of the powder because it was extremely heavy. Next, I'm going in with my NYX foundation. I used too many drops. Then I ended up adding more on to what I had on my face, which I shouldn't have done, but I did anyway. Majority of the product went on to one side of my face. So those extra drops, yeah, they were needed to cover all that powder. But I applied it so heavily, which is something that I do not recommend, especially using a product such as this. Less is more. And I thought I was cute. No girl. Then I'm going to put some concealer under my eye and press my damped beauty blender to blend that right on in. I took my brow spoolie and pencil and did my brows. I did one off camera and decided to film the other one, but it was terrible, as you can see. So I had to redo the brow like 5 times before I got it right. But all of this is trial and error. And majority of these things I would normally do in the mirror. So bear with me. Next, I'm going to clean them up. Usually I do not do this. I prefer to draw my brows in, but for the sake of the video, I wanted to try something new and take my LA Girl Pro concealer above and below the brow to clean it up. I followed with a brush to kind of blend it in at the bottom. And the top. Then I went in with my beauty blender and blended it in. Okay, now this side, it got intense with the concealer. That was a lot. That was a heavy, heavy coat. Heavy coat. So I went ahead and decided to use my fingers to blend that in, because trying to use a beauty blender or a brush, it wasn't going to give me the same outcome that I wanted to achieve like I did for the previous brow. So I just went ahead and blended it in with my fingers. Then I decided to take the beauty blender. Oh, no, my brush. Sorry, my brush, and blend it in as much as I possibly could. I had to continue blending and blending and blending until I got what I wanted. And I wanted to have the same appeal and such as the other brow. And in this moment, I saw how ashy I looked. And I thought that it was okay because of the highlighting, but it wasn't. I went again with my beauty blender, me and this beauty blender. But it didn't look too bad from my view. And why am I applying more powder on? I do not know. I'm guessing I felt like I messed up my makeup somehow. I don't know. It's just a disaster right now. And I'm brushing it off. With a foundation brush, I brushed off all of the excess powder that sat on my cheek. But watch what happens. Which is why I can't understand why I did what I did. I literally went onto my computer and tried to do a couple of research for, well, I did some research for some makeup tutorials, but I was trying to hurry up and do the base. And then I applied more. Why? This wasn't necessary at all. I should have just slapped baby powder on my face at that point. But I ended up taking more liquid foundation and covering it. Then I put on that lip. Oh my god. Then I went ahead and started with my eyes. I started to struggle with liners and stuff, especially winged liner. I'm not great at that. My range is brows and lips. That's about it. So this is me reaching for the stars. And I wasn't too happy, but it was what it was. I had to work with what I had. I wanted to be a perfectionist here and do a liner look. And it took me a while because I had to remove it off, then reapply foundation around that area, and redo it again. But as you can see, it ends up being a complete disaster. Look at the line above it in my face. I was over it. As you can tell, I love doing lipped looks, especially with lip pencils, darker colors and such. Now earlier I put that pink clip in and it wasn't it.
That's cute.
But I wanted an ombre effect. So if you have any tips, clues to help me with the eyeshadow part, please comment down below. Cause your girl is struggling. I got everything else down pat. There are a couple, you know, things I still need to get the hang of, but help me out. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this hair.
You say that you love it and you're okay, but I am better and you're...
I hope you guys enjoy, and until the next time, peace. Hey guys, I'm Rayshawn. I just wanted to pop in and say hey, and I want to send a huge thank you to all of those who sat through the whole video. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to makeup exploration. Later on this week, I will attempt to do a eyeshadow look. Pray for me, because my eyeshadow skills aren't. I only know how to do brows and lips. That's about it. The only reason why I tried to do an attempt with makeup, concealers, and foundations and such as this one, was because I didn't know how to do it. So in the description box down below, there will be the products all listed that I used in this video. And I will see you guys until the next video.